Hi, Bill here. I'd like to show you a game I had against the chess engine Houdini. It was in sparring mode, which made it a little bit weaker than if I was playing it in full mode. However, it wasn't on the highest level of sparring mode. I still thought this game was okay by me. And after I was able to beat it at sparring mode, I just played it at its full strength. Okay, so here I was. So I was white. So I played d4. d5. We had a Queen's Gambit, Slav, and so far just following theory. So I've got the semi-Slav. I'm allowing the what's that? Meran variation. Okay. So here it comes. Houdini plays a Meran. This used to be very popular opening years ago, but went out of fashion, came back in fashion a bit. It's a little bit like a Queen's Gambit, except okay, bishop b7. Usually not much good putting your bishop behind the pawn, but of course the pawn will move to c5 at some point. Okay, castled. Okay, so black now drives the knight to a weaker square at the cost of weakening the queen side a bit. Knight to the centre, bishop develops, knight takes knight check, knight takes knight. Get two pawns side by side in the centre. So white's got I was happy with my position. It's relatively easy to play. I don't have any weaknesses. Okay, so h6. Why has it done that? Stops my bishop coming to g5 at the cost of a tempo. Okay, so I get the queen off the back line. Blake did the same. Move my bishop to d2. Okay, so I'm going to put some pressure on that pawn maybe. I want to get a rook on the c file pretty quickly. Okay, rook to d8. I don't want black playing c5 to free up the queen bishop. So I thought what I was doing right here. So reasonable move. A pawn defends a pawn. Knight to the centre. Rook takes pawn. Now why did I offer that pawn? Of course I'm getting the other one. Take the pawn on c6. It sacked the exchange. Queen took, bishop took, queen c4. Now black can't really play king d7 to guard the bishop, because the bishop f4, and after queen takes bishop check is mate, and white gets a huge attack. So I'll end up with a exchange up. Knight takes the pawn, queen takes the bishop, queen takes queen, rook takes queen, knight takes bishop, rook. Now I'm going to play rook d c8 check and pick off that knight or bishop or something. So what do you play? King d7. So now just looking at now, I'm wondering if I could have played rook to c4 and the bishop g5, then pawn to f4. So that way I would get I guess I can still get the knight for nothing anyway by chasing the bishop way over a pawn. Okay, bishop g5, g3, threatening f4. King moves. f4, knight check, king goes up, knight check again. Oh, it's hoping for pawn takes knight here. That's not a bad idea because it's forcing me to weaken my pawns. King moves, knight moves. Black's got a problem if the bishop goes to f6, then the rook checks and wins this rook. Okay, so it's generally better to be have a rook against the knight rather than a rook against the bishop. So rook check, king goes up. Now the bishop's trapped, so it wasn't in a hurry to take it. So I attack his f pawn. King moves across, pawn takes bishop, Pawn takes pawn. So what have we got here? So white's exchange up for the at the cost of 2 pawns. So approximate material parity. My rooks are on the 7th, but he's attacking my H pawn, so about equal, I think. Pawn hits the knight. Okay, looks like he's dropping material here. Takes pawn check, king moves, rook takes pawn, pawn takes knight, pawn takes pawn, rook takes pawn. So all I have to make sure, what I have to do is make sure black doesn't get a queen, and rooks have got good chances. But turns out black gets a lot of counterplay here, and I wasn't able to win. Rook takes pawn, check, king moves. Rook delays his most advanced pawn, king moves into another pawn. Okay, so I start harassing the pawns from behind, and I got one of them. And check, and check, and check. And I don't think I must have thought for some reason I could not hold this position. So I took the draw by perpetual check. So keep in mind the game was played reasonably quickly, and there may have been improvements for me, but yep, that was my game against Houdini in sparring mode, or one of them anyway. Okay, so thank you for watching.